That was a wonderful sunrise, and at 5:19 a.m. I looked up and I seen the sun illuminating the view, and I was reminded with a lesson I learned, and it's don't climb mountains for the world to see you, climb them for you to see the world. And it seems that quite often people end up feeling lost in life because for much too long they've been trying to be someone they really weren't. They were trying to live up to others' expectations or fit into a kind of frame, if you will, someone else set out or built for them. And they really weren't even being themselves. They weren't really doing what they wanted or living life how they wanted to live it. And that's why I want to make this video today, to lay out 5 steps that I use to get myself back on track whenever I feel lost in life. Now, the first thing is really, really big, and you cannot skip this step, because this is just, if you will, you're cleaning up before you start building. So, before you try to add anything, and let me put it this way, before you go out and try to add anything extraordinary, always look to take away the unnecessary. So what this means is, before you try and create the world of your dreams, or the life of your dreams rather, look to take away the things that aren't necessary there in the first place. So what I notice quite often is that people nowadays, they spend their days watching YouTube, only losing themselves. So they're searching and scrolling on social media, but what they really should be doing is searching inside themselves. And the first step here is to just remove all distractions from life. Honestly, if you feel lost, you should not be taking away or in everyone's advice. What ends up happening quite often is people hear advice from everyone all over the world, and the thing is that nowadays we are more isolated but more exposed to others' opinions. So we're more isolated in the fact that we don't go out and socialize as much nowadays, it seems. However, we are more exposed to others' opinions all day, every day, because all most of us do is scroll on social media, and what you see as soon as you open Instagram or Facebook is everyone's thoughts and opinions, and it's too much. Honestly, it's too much. So the first thing you should do if you ever feel lost, or not to sound like a guru, the first thing I do when I feel lost is I cut out everything. I don't go on social media, I don't go on YouTube, I just go out for a walk, first of all, to clear my mind, and then I come back and I sit down at my desk. So, that's the first thing complete. First of all, clear everything. Go and clear your head, sit down, and put your phone on airplane mode, and don't listen to any music, especially with lyrics, unless it's classical music, which tends not to have lyrics. Number 2, ask yourself what you want. And this should come from you deep down. Because, I'll come back to this, but if your why or your what doesn't come from you deep down, but rather from others' expectations, suffering will be the outcome even if you succeed. And that's because you'll be succeeding to others' goals and expectations, not your own. So first of all, ask yourself what you want to determine your priority and your vision for the future. And once again, make sure this comes down from you deep down, and not from what anyone else expects you to do, or even what anyone else thinks is, realistic for you, because who are they to tell you what's realistic or not? It's your life, it's your dreams, it's your vision. Decide on your own. And if they judge you for what you want to do, they're only judging themselves through you. They're not judging you, they're judging themselves through you. They have no idea what you're really capable of. So never allow anyone else to tell you what you should do or you're capable of. And yes, even your mother. As much as your mother wants the best for you, she doesn't actually really know what you can't do, because at the end of the day, your mother really does want the best for you. But because of that, she wants you to stay in the comfort zone and not take any too big risks. But realistically, you probably know that taking risks is necessary in life, and that's how you grow in life at the end of the day. So ask yourself, what do I want, to determine your priority. And notice how I said singular, priority, and your vision for the future. Think about what you would like your dream life to look like in the future. Do not try to be realistic or take the bar down lower. Just dream big. Imagine your dream life in the future, because listen, you're here once. Why would you not aim high? Why would you not aim for the stars? The next question I ask is, why do I want this? And asking why determines your purpose and your values. So ultimately, once again, your why should come from you deep down, because otherwise suffering will be the outcome even if you succeed. What is your purpose? The number one mistake I made in my life is not following my purpose and just neglecting my natural abilities. To find your purpose, you can try the Ikigai exercise. It's a Japanese concept, and you combine what you love to do with what you're good at, with what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. And that's your reason for being. And mine is to create, to provide community, to inspire change, to spread values, to lead the way, to guide people. And I realize now that that's my mission and it's my purpose, and that's why I'm following it. And ask yourself also why to determine your values, because they will help you make any decisions in your life. If you choose 5 key words that are your core values, it helps you make better decisions in life. Because if I decide that my core values are integrity, tradition, let's say, doing things the traditional way, integrity is doing things the right way long term, what you know is the moral way of doing things, taking everything into consideration. 2, tradition, doing things the traditional way, the way they're meant to be done. 3, felicity, bringing joy and happiness to the world. 4, authenticity, wearing your personality and being yourself. And 5, effort, putting in 110% effort into everything you do. That's an example. And now if you're faced with a difficult decision of a business partnership, and someone offers to send you 50% of their profits if you send them people their way for something, but you realize that yes, you can make quick money here, but it doesn't align with your your value, that is integrity, you can decide not to take that up. That's number 2. Asking yourself, why do I want this? The third question, which is step 4, is asking yourself, how will I do this? So I ask myself then, how will I do this? And this determines your plan. So your vision is your goalpost, which, let's say your goalpost is way up out there. Imagine this was many, many miles away, and this was the path of life all the way down there. Then you set your goalpost up over there. That's your vision. You want to get there. Then in that case, your plan is the path to get to those goalposts, how you will get there. And the next one, and the last one, that will be, the next one after this, will be when. And your when determines your systems. And in this case, your systems are the steps you need to take along that path, which is the plan, to get to the goalposts, which is the vision. So ask yourself, how will I do this? To create a plan for yourself. You now know what you want to do and why you want to do it, so you will not give up, because it's crucial that you have a why in mind, because otherwise you're far too prone to failure, because remember, the only real failure is giving up. And if you don't have a reason why, if you're knocked down, you might not find a strong enough reason to get back up. So you need to have that in mind straight away. Remember, why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up again. The last one, the fourth question I ask myself, once again, when will I do this? This is your systems, okay? So day to day, if you're taking out the actions to get your dreams, your when is, well, they're your habits. So you put in your habits. Let's say you want to be a best-selling author and writer. Then potentially you could have the habit of writing for 1 hour every single day, non-stop. Just practicing writing every day in the morning for 1 hour. You could also then schedule 1 time a week to reach out to current best-selling authors for advice or mentorship. Those are your habits and what you will actually do to get there. And remember, on the path, those are the steps you need to take to get there. I hope you found this valuable, and that ultimately you're able to get yourself back on track. Because, trust me, I know what it's like to suffer from a lack of clarity, and it's terrible. You just feel like you're in a dark place, and you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I remember a year ago, this was actually several months ago, I felt like I was in such a dark tunnel that I saw not a photon of light at the end of the tunnel. But nevertheless, I took a step forward, day by day, step by step. No matter how dark it was, I just kept on going. And that's all you have to do. Just put one foot in front of the other. And keep doing that every day. Just take one step. And after a decade, you will look back and you will be amazed how far you've come. And you know what? You won't really actually be amazed, because you will know that you did the necessary actions to get there. Yes, you'll be grateful and it will be incredible how far you've come. But when someone tells you, wow, that's amazing. I mean, I can't believe it. You will say, well, I can, because I did what it took to get here. Go out, do incredible things, and I wish you all the best. Remember, I believe in you. Be mega. Ciao.